Being raised in an African home, I had a lot of interesting ideas of what I wanted for my life, for the future, for the different things I was trying to achieve, the type of person I wanted to become. But I remember a sentence that my mom used to always tell me all the time. She would say, "Son, I don't want your future wife to ever come and think that you were raised in a home where nobody cooked." So for the longest time, my mom used to always tell me to go cooking and learn how to cook, learn the basics of cooking. I used to find it very tiresome of her ranting of, "Well, I don't want your wife to come over here thinking that in this home nobody knows how to cook," or something of that sort. So I remember during my first years of college, my mom's word would resonate in my mind, especially when I was alone and was strapped on cash, didn't have enough money to go eat out with friends, so you had to go cook. So my mom's word would come back to my mind like a flood, forcing me to learn. And it made me realize through all that one has to raise his standards according to what he or she desires in life. I wanted a wife that could be able to cook because that's what I was accustomed to. That's what I saw from the African Congolese culture that I was raised in. But also, that's what I saw modeled in my parents. But I realized that I wanted more than just a wife who can cook. I wanted to have a great cooking experience. So I decided to raise my standards and learn some few cooking tips and skills. And really, the biggest thought for me today was this idea of raising your standard. Raising your standards so that you can become a person worth desiring what you want. One of the biggest things that I remember when this big shift was made in my mind was the fact that I realized people only get what is a must to them. What I mean by that is, often enough for the New Year's, people make resolutions, they take decisions to change some habits, to take on new ones, to become better. I did the same. I thought that, okay, my desires of wanting to change is strong enough to lead me to change. Then I realized it's not that simple. It's not just quite the desire to change that actually makes me change, but it's making it must. It's making it something that I have to do. I heard Tony Robbins one time said that if you work for a company, you're a great employee, and then the government decides to raise your taxes, you're going to be mad, you're going to fuss about it, you're going to complain for some days, but you're still going to pay it. Why? Because it's a must. And people always get their must. In other words, in life, sometimes we don't achieve what we're trying to because they're not must. Some people, get into the shape that they want because working out or having a nutritional, healthy diet is a must for them. Some people achieve some financial success because having that kind of wealth is a must to them. Some people achieve some type of relational, spiritual, academic success because it is a must to them. So I realized that for me to attain the type of level that I wanted, not just become a great cook, but being able to raise my standard as a future husband who can be able to look my wife in the eyes and say, I wasn't raised in a home where we don't know how to cook. We know how to cook. So it had become a must. So I decided to make something that I wanted and turn it into something I had to have. The skills, the ability to cook a great meal. So I started small. Don't get me wrong, I'm no Chef Boyardee, but I can tell you that throughout the journey, it has taught me more about my will, and it's taught me more about my desires. It has taught me more about my endurance, my mental ability to withstand even when things become difficult. Because trust me, there's nothing more frustrating than putting a chicken in the oven and having the right time, the seasoning, and reading all the recipe to come and bring it out and just realize it just doesn't taste the same way as mom does it. Yeah. But through it all, I learned a really valuable lesson. In life, you only get your must. the things you have to do, the things you want to change, more so than the things you want to change, the things that have become an emergency, the things that have become non-negotiable. I hope you guys can take something from this. Turn the things that you want in life into must. Change your future, change your family, achieve your goals. In life, you don't get the things you want. You get the things that have become a must. So turn your goals into must and go achieve them. See you next time.